Shit. Oh yeah, like man. One day watched the video of, and I thought it was dope of Kevin Durant's the man, his girlfriend, what to do when you're in a relationship with him. He was like, you can't call him and text him during the season type shit. Don't blow his phone up, or it's done. I thought that was dope. You can't bring no BS. You know what I mean? No headache or nothing like that. Right. I thought that was dope because he's just letting them know off top.
Yeah.
And what else was the other one? Don't post him on social media. Don't talk about him, no nothing.
Right.
Or you're done.
Or you're done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think that's dope because not just because he's a ball player, but I just feel like this is a person, period, that sometimes your shit need to be private. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna need to know everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And especially how wild these people are nowadays. You get in a relationship with something they want to film since the time y'all start talking to the time y'all end, and I think it's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that today because I just seen it online, and I was just like, yeah, that's pretty damn dope. That he
got standards.
Yeah, that he makes him do that, especially when he got to stay focused.
Right.
Especially when the season's going on, you know what I mean? He got to keep his mind right, keep that jumper right. You know what I mean? So I think that's pretty dope from him doing that type of shit.
Oh yeah.
So what's happening though, man?
Man, nothing much, man. I'm just getting things together, just like you are.
Yeah.
Listening to some hot news.
Yeah, you see what's going on with Trump this fast signed. Well, the House signed the bill on the 3rd, and then Trump put his signature on today for that big beautiful bill.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't post it about it on my Twitter. You know what I mean? Just in case anybody want to know, on my X, you can follow me at Millhouse009, the original Negro. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
The unfiltered truth.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So if you want to see what's really going on, what I be talking about, what I post about, you can always go on there and check me out. I appreciate it. If you get a follow, if not, like, comment, still all good. Or just a view, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, I just think the bill is crazy. It's fine and all that with no taxes and overtime.
Right.
So if you like a waitress or something like that, Uncle Sam's not taking his cut off your tip. He's not taking his cut from the from your overtime, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I still feel like it's.
Why is Dr. Phil at the White House?
I didn't know he was there.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
He's at the White House right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just feel like that bill that he just passed, it's like, to me, it's like a 50-50. I thought that was the bill that Biden had, and they downplayed it at first, and then he came back up, and he just put his own little tweaks in. But that's a good thing, though, you know what I mean? Because what the Democrats had going on, that shit was trash. You know
I know Elon Musk don't like it.
Elon Musk don't like nothing that Trump's doing right now because that EV, you know what I mean? That electric vehicle thing is really, really bothering him.
Do you think he's being stubborn or brat?
Or Elon?
Elon.
Yeah, he's been a brat.
I think he's
being stubborn. You know what I mean? My thing is, man, we're going to keep the gasoline, the 87.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
People should have a choice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you should have a choice.
Whatever you want to drive, you should drive.
Right. I just don't think it's good for us anyway. All that battery, and all that stuff, all them waves in the air, you know, radiation and all that type of stuff. I understand they do tests on it, but you know, anybody can sign something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know, money's the root of all evil.
Yeah, it is.
So, you know, there's always somewhere you know they'll take a pay cut for anything.
Mm-hmm.
But back to what I was saying about that Trump big beautiful bill that he signed today. That I feel like it's fun and games until you when you gotta go to an ER and your damn bill's $5,000. You didn't cut $1 trillion off of Medicaid.
Yeah.
Medicare, Medicaid, Medicaid.
Yeah. Sliced
on the food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
And all that stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of people depend on a lot of that stuff. Now the lazy people, hey, I don't feel sorry for you. But the ones who didn't pay their dues, or the ones who have, you know what I mean, issues that they can't get out there and work in the workforce, I mean, I get it. I understand that part. But the ones who just feel like they can just live off the government, hell no.
Right.
But yeah, so I just feel like it was basically, I don't think the rich gonna get their taxes cut like always. They're gonna still have to pay. I mean, they don't have to pay no taxes like always. What else I spoke about? I just feel like, you know, it's still a benefit for the rich. This ain't no motherfucking reform. It's a fucking setup to me. On some real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, so is he still gonna do away with the IRS? Is he still gonna get away with, you know what I mean, cut them loose?
Right.
You know what I mean? Is that why he's doing this? He's putting things in order? Because he spoke about it in 2017? Because whatever he's doing now, he is permanent.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I just feel like I don't know if that's a win-win situation or not, bro. I don't know how it's gonna feel. I like to work overtime, so I feel like it's gonna be a win for me. But still, at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, we do have to pay taxes still or something. Like, what, you know what I mean? What is it?
Right.
I'm still nervous about that, but I just know, like me, I don't mind working over. You know, I prefer to get the job done regardless, and I prefer to go ahead and get things ready, prepared for the next day.
Yeah.
So if I work over, that's what I'm doing it for. It's really not about, well, it is about the money, don't get me the line.
Mm-hmm.
But now, especially that we ain't gonna be getting no taxes taken out, shit, I'm gonna drink to that. You see me.
Is that what he's saying?
Sponsored by 17.
Now don't stop. You know what I
mean? 1730. This is all I drink. So
right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
You check me out. You want to send me a bottle? I'm gonna give you my P.O. box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You always send me one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean? We drink that good smooth shit. I can't get that Shannon Sharp yet, but I'm gonna get it one day. What camera we on? That one right there?
I'm always at the boy, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna get that Shannon Sharp one day, but right now, when my pockets can afford, I'm getting that 730. Yeah.
Well, cut to the chase real quick. You know, just to say my little piece.
Right.
I'm Aaron, journalist and new realtor of Indiana. And before I do that, I always do that. You can find me. You can find my news and information on my Facebook at Public Announcement TV. All right, there you can navigate to my other social media, such as my IG, where I post all my Indiana listings for housings. You feel me? So if you want a house, if you're looking for a piece of property, go to my IG. My telephone number to contact me personally. It's 317-349-0576. Okay. I'm still trying to get the hang of, you know, just giving me an advertisement, you know.
Yeah, you're getting better at it as every time you do it, though. I like how you doing it. You know?
Thank you.
You putting yourself out there. It's a good thing.
Thank you. I'm trying, but you know, nobody's perfect.
Right.
You know, but
and then that's why we speaking about that. You know what I mean? Like we always say, this is our opinions, how we think, how we want to talk about things. You know what I mean? We ain't here to trigger nobody, upset nobody. We don't even know it all.
Yeah.
So there ain't no judgment here.
How'd you feel about Remy Ma and how she got approached by her son's
that lady
victim's mother?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about how she reacted to the parent?
I feel like it was some weak shit.
It was pretty weak.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what I mean, if your son killed my father, I'm gonna have something to say.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But you want to put me all on blast on the phone thing, and then you want to talk reckless. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? But people don't care about people no more than that. You know what I mean? It's crazy out here.
Right.
I don't know if the girl tried to confront her to get online.
Yeah.
Or she would just or Remy pulled out the phone first. I don't know. So I really don't know the whole story, but I seen it online.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, you know what I mean, some shit just don't need to be talked about. You know what I mean? Some shit just don't need to be pressed. You know what I mean? I just felt like I just kept walking. I'm gonna ignore you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna give you what you want. And especially when you pull your phone out, then you try to then you want an audience. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna give you that.
That was real. That was kind of, you know what stood out to me when she said that?
What?
She said that, dang, you don't have no type of sympathy.
Yeah.
No compassion.
She been to prison. She probably already numb to everything, man.
Man.
You know what I mean? She probably numb to
But
what's really going on
your
inside.
son was the person who killed her dad,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was a father.
And then Remy ended up getting locked up.
Yeah.
That's what was stated.
Right.
And why'd you get locked up? Because you were acting a fool or something?
Man.
You was trying to beat her up or something? This is your son. That was bad PR on Remy Ma. She's been taking some hits.
Man, I don't think she ever gonna bounce back.
You don't think so?
Man, hell no, man. Look how Papoose living his life like he's going. Go give shout out to Papoose. You know what I mean? We're gonna give
I know.
Go to sit back real quick one time for Papoose.
Right.
Shout out to Papoose, man. You didn't upgrade. You didn't upgrade to the fullest.
Yeah, I wanted to talk the last time, but shout out to Papoose.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I like how he's moving.
Yeah, I like how he's moving too.
Boy, if I had some paper, I sure would have went for
man, she's nice.
What's her name?
The Guo.
Yeah, the Guo. The Guo.
Yep.
What's her name? Clarissa Shields.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she's sexy.
Man, she built too.
Yeah, she is.
Built like a brick house.
Oh my God, she's always smiling.
Yeah.
Always smiling.
And she can back it up.
Yeah. Papoose wasn't done.
No, he wasn't. I ain't mad at him.
Stripes to you, Papoose.
She got that bag too?
Yeah, even though he don't know me or nothing like that, I hope he sees this video because, man, you did an excellent job, bro.
Man, I'm leveling up, my nigga. That's how you level up out there, fellas.
Excellent job. I'm looking at you right now. I just want to tell you that, man. I love how you're moving.
Yeah.
Good job. That gave me motivation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how a lot of niggas should move.
Yeah.
When your woman do you something like that, don't fucking belittle yourself and go get you a mud duck. You know what I mean? Get you something that's gonna upgrade you, something you can benefit off of. You know what I mean? So when you're going through something, she got your back. You know what I mean? Don't get you something you're gonna struggle with.
What's the hardest part about trying to move on?
Shit,
without getting you a mud duck as a rebound.
Man, focusing on yourself. You ain't just out there trying to get a rebound, trying to get something that you can just forget the other person or whatever you're going through, because you making your mind is foggy. You making crazy choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the way because Papoose shit was public. Everybody knew about what Remy did to him. You know what I mean? And then the nigga that she messed with, his network is worth 10,000 or something crazy shit. He ain't got no M on the side of his name.
The dude that Remy Ma messed with?
Yeah,
I know. I seen that.
Beatboxer dude, the motherfucking.
And then you got Fat Joe sitting there. He ain't been doing the best with his PR. You feel me?
Right.
His PR has been looking kind of questionable, but I mean he's bouncing back a little bit.
Man,
that's how I look at Fat Joe.
You see a little application he had on him.
What?
He had a little allegation against him.
Oh, what was the allegation?
Like that sexual assault type shit, sexual shit.
I heard real briefly,
but they didn't blow up. So I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's fake. You know all this AI shit out here nowadays. I don't know what's going on.
I looked at it like it wasn't all that.
Yeah, because for one, 50 said something about it, but I can't recall what he said. But he made a little post on it, but I ain't heard nothing else after that.
Yeah,
and it's not like he's hiding. He's still out here on podcasts and everything. So that's a good thing.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Well, what's up with Diddy though?
Hey man, shit. Out of them 5 charges, shit, 3 of them, like the 3 majors, got cut, found not guilty, and that's a good thing. But still,
he got the transportation of prostitution.
Prostitution, yeah, that's up to 20 years.
I wonder how it's gonna. But I ain't gonna say he's never been locked up, but it doesn't seem like he has a lengthy history.
Right, I just feel like they're gonna slap him on the wrist, bro.
I hope they do.
They're gonna slap him on
because his personal business shouldn't.
In New York, you see it now. He really showing it.
Yeah,
they call him the gay John Gotti.
Yeah, but it's all. Hey, they can hate all they want.
Hate all you want.
Hey,
50.
His personal stuff I always felt shouldn't have overshadowed what he did wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't get his personal life twisted with what he did wrong. That's going to be the ultimate thing that the judge has got to look at.
Because my thing is, I feel like
don't over sentence him.
What's the girl's name?
Who?
The one, the girl he was. I can't think of her name right now. That's crazy. Cassidy. A lot of that shit she was doing it with him.
Yeah.
Flying out, flying her, doing all this type of shit, interacting, what's going on, making the moves, making the. So shit, I feel like she should be on trial next.
We said that from the very start. And we always saying stuff like that, even with Kelly. Well, R. Kelly, like
free Kelly, Trump,
free Kelly, free Diddy,
free man. Look here, man. Y'all know he didn't do that shit. Y'all didn't want to lock him up for his motherfucking master.
They overlooked the parents giving their kids.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Y'all was paying. Y'all.
They need to get just like with the teachers who was always banging these students.
Yeah.
They are teenagers.
Yeah.
They should be held accountable too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And who's to say, like I said, a woman follows a man. Yeah. They looking at them boys like they grown men.
Yeah.
They fucking already.
Yeah.
Tony?
I know.
We was fucking in high school.
Yeah. But we weren't fucking the teachers. I don't know what's going on with these teachers.
I don't know.
I ain't get a chance to get one.
Fucked.
I knew some dudes was hitting.
Yeah.
I ain't never got a chance to
But nobody squeal like they do now.
Nah, hell no.
Because even with the young girls, you squeal on the teacher, which you wanted, but you going back home and getting trains ran on you.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
On the other street.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on.
You're right.
It's gotta be. It can't just be. It just can't be. You're a kid to adult. You gotta have a transition period, just like they do with enlisted people who go in. You ain't got no degrees, but before you can be an officer, you gotta be a warrant officer.
Well, I just feel like all of these women out here is pedophiles. I ain't gonna say all these women. I'm talking about the ones getting caught fucking these kids.
The women, yeah, they are.
Pedophiles. You know what I mean? And then why pedophile? My thing is like these predators. Why they getting less time than drug dealers?
I know.
You get caught touching on a kid, you get a. I ain't gonna say a slap on the wrist, like 2 or 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's probation.
Yeah.
Half, Sway. You know what I mean? Half. But if I get caught with some weed or any type of narcotic or whatever it is, y'all want to throw me under the bus. I don't understand that.
What's the age limit from a pedophile? What's the age limit to you?
What you mean?
It's like, what's the age limit? Like, that qualifies somebody as a pedophile.
If she's 18 years old and you 21 or 23, I feel like that's cool.
I believe it's cool too.
21 to 30, I still like that's pushing it. Like 21 to 25 is cool. You know what I mean? I just vice versa too.
I believe a pedophile is somebody who messes with 12 and under for sure.
No, yeah, that's what I was about to get into that. Like down the ones who's doing all this crazy shit, fucking with infants, newborns, and all whatever, and then kids this from the age from 1 to
that's a pedophile.
10.
That's a pedophile.
You should you shouldn't even make it to the jail, bro.
Yeah,
you should be getting dealt with right there when you get caught.
The teenagers, I don't think it's tricky. I think it's tricky to me.
If the teenagers are already active.
If they already active.
And then he's out there banging.
Right.
Then I mean, it's just like.
I think it's statutory.
But look, I was watching. Hey, this one chick was on TikTok. I don't know her name, but she was rapping.
Yes.
She said some really shit when she said, "Y'all wasn't saying nothing when the dope boy was fucking me when I was 17, he was 31."
Exactly.
But when the dope man got that money, y'all turned a blind eye to the age limit thing. You know what I mean?
You see it all the time.
Right.
You really not.
Still do it still to this day.
I think people really turn their nose.
Man.
I think they do, Rick, because I've seen it a couple times to where I don't know how grown they are, but it'll be a car, they'll pull up, tents on their window, and you know it's a young girl. Yeah. So you know it's a older male. You don't know how old they are.
Right.
But if you really pay attention, you look at the young girl, and we're just talking about young girls doing it.
Right.
They already out here fucking.
Right.
Their mama can't tell them shit. They don't want to listen to their daddy because he probably ain't around for whatever reason.
Right.
That's just how it goes. I always seen stuff as a teenager living it and as an adult living it.
Right.
I've seen it.
Right.
You feel me? Now the boys, it's just a difference. Men and women are not.
But I feel like boys need to be more careful because you can have a baby. You can knock that grown ass woman up.
Girl can have a baby too. She get knocked up.
Yeah, she get knocked up. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I think it's just all fucked up, all bad. If you look at a kid that way, you know what I mean? You're really fucked up. And I really feel like it's a lot of sick ass people out here in this world more today. I don't know if it's because it's always been like this. But we just didn't know about it because they wasn't putting that much on TV. You know what I mean? But now we got social media, so social media hits. You can't believe everything on social media, but it hits faster than
me personally.
In the news.
Me personally, I look at 13 to 19 as teenagers.
Yeah.
I look at them for what they are. I don't look at them as kids.
Yeah.
I look at them as teenagers. I look at them as I was brought up, young adults, and you have to learn responsibility.
Yeah.
It's picking up. You can't, because put it like this. 15-year-old comes by, shoots your mama, they ain't a kid when they in court.
No, because they get child as adult.
They not a kid to you.
Yeah.
Because you want to kill them.
Yeah.
They was making adult decisions.
Yeah.
You have to, I think you have to have a point to where
you're right.
they're transitioning.
Yeah. Because
if you're calling them kids and they're teenagers, you're already like implanting something in their head to where it's like you've heard it in social media. Oh, I'm a kid.
Yeah.
You can't. I gotta get out.
Yeah.
That's what.
But you was out there being reckless. But then you was fearless at first until you got caught.
Yeah.
Now, I feel what you're saying. Now
you have to have a transition period.
Right.
To where it's like you're a young adult because you're already out here hanging with your friends.
Right.
You know, you're at the point where it's like get home before 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Or whatever it may be. They want to venture out more. That's what they're doing.
But I don't feel like you should be able to really cross the street until you motherfucking 18.
Right.
Like you still, 17, okay, I feel like it all depends what type of friends you
cross the street like that.
But what I mean by cross the street, I'm talking about just walking the streets period.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Right.
So I feel like jumping off, like when they say jumping off the porch.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I feel like 18, you can hang out probably a little bit longer with your buddies
right.
or whatever. 17, pushing it because you might be getting influenced by somebody else.
Yes. It's all about your parenting and where you think your kid's head is at.
Right. And
yes.
if he's one of those ones that's easy influence and stuff like that,
yes.
or manipulated or something, then
yes.
I wouldn't let my kid hang out there.
I don't think some people, when they're in their 20s, 30s, or 40s, or 50s even, break that immature mentality of being influenced.
But that's just them being weak-minded. Being followed.
I don't think they ever broke it.
They ain't never led nothing. I don't think it's that. I just don't feel like they don't know how to lead. You know what I mean?
I think those are sheltered people.
Yeah. And those type of people, like you said, you got to have people around them all the time.
Yes.
People by themselves.
Yeah.
Always got to be around someone and whatever.
Yeah. They could be those people. I mean, I think they could be all type of people. But I just want to say, I think there's a lot of older people who never break that mentality of being followers. Of being influenced.
Yeah.
They still even want to, cry and call wolf.
Right.
Or Little Red Riding Hood type stuff.
Right.
You do wrong, but then when you get spanked, you want to go tell on somebody.
Right. That's basically just like, I see what you're saying. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like, I think people never break that.
Like they said, it ain't cheating until you get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same shit. Yeah.
Mature people don't think like that.
No.
You know what I mean? I think it's very tricky on how you view.
My thing people. Is once you've been outside enough and you really see what's really out here, those will really make you make your decisions.
Yes.
So I feel like if you still in the club at a certain age, you know what I mean, you still got a lot to growing up.
Yes.
You shouldn't be at home. You shouldn't be in no damn club. You know what I mean?
Right.
My thing is you should be in the house. You know what I mean, with your grandkids if you have any. You know what I mean? If you got a woman, you should be working on whatever they got going on.
Right.
It's always shit you can do around the house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Tell us what you think real quick. You can catch me on Public Announcement TV on Twitter, on X now, at SilverFox OOG, and Tony, you can catch him at Millhouse009 on X. Mm-hmm. Tell us what you think about that. And sorry, Tony, you know what I mean? I'm Aaron, journalist and new realtor of Indiana. You can find my news and information on Facebook at Public Announcement TV. There you can navigate to all my social media such as IG, where I post all my Indiana listings for housing. My telephone number is right here at 317-349-0576. Call me if you're looking for a house in Indiana. Indianapolis particularly.
Yes, indeed.
I always get the camera off and I'm giving me an ad. Call me, Aaron. All right? All right. Yeah.
But like the age thing, I just felt like, you know what I mean, just the maturity of your kid, man. You know what I mean? And people who still in their 40s and 50s. I don't think you should have no more than 3 people around you. When you got 5 to 10, a lot of people around you, oh, you're fucking his family. I just feel like it brings attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just feel like certain people should just have like 2 or 3 people around them. That's it. At a time. That's how I feel. I could go from none. I wouldn't give a damn because I love chilling. I love me. I love me. I love me some mate. You hear me?
How you feel about Charleston White and Boosie having a fight?
Man, that boxing shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Charleston White. You know what I mean?
I know.
1738, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what we sip on, baby.
Get it in.
Shout out to Charleston
Get it in,
White.
Charleston.
Whooping the motherfucking
Get him.
punk ass island boy.
Get it in.
You know what I'm saying?
Get it in. How you feel about it? About him?
It was a funny ass fight.
Yeah. No, I ain't talking about the island boy.
I'm gonna take into that. So my thing is, I post, because I seen what Charleston White post that he's talking about. He got 4 more fights with Aiden Ross. That he's gonna go ahead and line some shit up. And then he was talking about you gotta have one eye. You know, you gotta have a patch over your eye, and you gotta drop down to his weight class. But here, I seen on Twitter that he's calling out Boosie.
Right. Right.
Have Boosie respond? Have Boosie seen it? I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward. I'm trying to see what's up.
Right.
I think Boosie should go ahead and take on that challenge. You know what I mean?
Right.
And go on and get paid, because you know the views gonna come. You know what I mean? So you, hey, you know what? Man, what?
Call out Boosie. Call out Boosie.
And then Boosie, you got a chance to put your hands on him. And to
Right.
Charleston White, you got a chance to put your hands on him.
Yes, you do. Yes,
so
you
it's
do.
a win-win. You know what I mean? You get the money and put your hands on a nigga that you don't like.
Right.
So why not take the challenge? Why not call me out? And I don't even got a problem with you, Charles.
Right.
But I'll fight you.
Yes.
I close both my eyes and I'll whoop your ass. You feel me?
That would be a good publicity, not a stunt, but good publicity for people to learn from.
Yeah, because that's what you can start doing. I mean, people been doing it in the hood. You see it on YouTube
Charles
videos
White's
and stuff
doing
like that. It be internet bullies, or you know what I mean, people be on the game, they meet up somewhere, they box. So they got that type of stuff out there, but I think it's cool that Charleston White is like, you know what I mean, y'all niggas got a problem with me. What's happening? I'm calling you out.
Why somebody gotta die?
Yeah, why somebody gotta die?
Yeah, take the
you know
challenge.
what I mean? Let everybody know that you can fight or you can't fight.
Boosie, you was born, I think, in 82. You're a Scorpio like me. All right? This is the time to really beat a motherfucker ass. You feel me? I take that challenge. Man, this would be really good. I think Boosie had more to lose, but I don't think he should look at it like a lose thing.
I seen the video clip, and I ain't even cut you off.
Go ahead, yeah.
I seen the video clip of Webby was boxing.
What it like?
Horrible.
He ain't got no hands?
Hell no. He was falling all over the place and tripping and shit. Man, hell no. Most of these niggas can't fight. That's why they shoot, bro. You know what I mean? If they don't shoot, they got to shoot it for them. You know what I mean? Shoot it with them.
Scared to lose a fight.
They got that
scared
dog.
to lose a fight.
You know what I mean? They got that dog.
Scared to
like
lose.
A bodyguard. You know what I mean? They go ahead and sick on somebody. Go ahead and put the, you know, everybody in the neighborhood got that they call knuckles.
Yeah, scared to lose.
Put a motherfucker down.
Yeah, scared to lose. I tell you what, man. I tell you, you know what I like about losing? And I'm going to keep it real. This is what I love about losing.
What?
I learned because, you know, I grew up, I didn't have no big brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got some siblings out here, but growing up, I didn't have none.
Yeah.
So the streets taught me.
Right.
It's good when you're on top, because I'll run up on you regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Whether I win or lose, I will. It's good when you up.
Yeah.
People praise you.
Yeah.
But when you lose and gotta go back to the drawing board, a motherfucker will talk about you like they can beat you.
Yeah.
But you ain't never done nothing a day in your life.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers watch me do shit out here in the streets.
Yeah.
You're literally watching me without no brother fight in the streets.
Yeah.
But to that motherfucker looking like oh, he lost that battle or
but
this
the
and
thing
that.
is, win or lose or draw, somebody gonna fall, and then the thing is, you gotta have a heart to get out there. Anyway.
Right. But
so it doesn't matter if you win or lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the people who kind of look at you like, oh, now you a buster or this and that. You ain't never fought like that a day in your life. Yeah. What, you had one?
What?
You had one?
And your brother and cousins and sisters and all that shit don't count.
It's a couple people right now. I want to get up. I want to fuck them up so bad. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know at the end of the day, I'm going to jail.
Ain't even worth it.
Like always, I'm going to jail because.
Right. My thing is, this is how I feel.
I want to smack a couple people.
This is how I feel. I feel like this is what I've learned over the time for just being just always wanted to still on jawing motherfucker. I was always quick to tell my jawing somebody.
Right.
My thing is like I feel like you ain't on my level. If you want to be my op or whatever you want to call it, or this motherfucker who just want to just box free.
Right.
We could box all you want. We could box all day every day. I'm cool with that.
Right.
But my thing is I feel like if I give you the attention that you asking for, I feel like I'm putting myself on your same level, and I feel like I'm better than you. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm up here and you down here because I have a lot to lose.
Yeah, of course.
When you talking about he don't have nothing to lose, but I have a lot to lose.
And that's where it's at. And that's where it's at.
Yeah,
you got something to lose.
Now, if you run up, it's a different story. You know what I mean? I got to go ahead and do what I got to do.
Exactly.
I got to show you that you can't fight. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Win, lose, or draw. But the thing is, I feel like I'm not gonna give you that. I'm not gonna get online. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna pick it with you. None of that. If I see you in the grocery store, I'm not gonna side out you and look at you like you're crazy. It ain't that I'm scared. It's because I ain't got time for the bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm not scooping down to your level. That's all I look at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'd rather just go ahead and just keep it moving, keep it pushing, keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, I feel like I got a good life. You know what I mean? I got a lot of good shit going on for myself.
What's the good side of Boosie taking this fight?
Man, Boosie take this fight, man. He got a chance to put his hands on Charleston White.
Exactly.
Point blank, period, that. He talked about Tootie, his family. He did everything. Man, Charleston White just said everything under the sun to trigger Boosie. You dig what I'm saying? So this is your opportunity, Boosie, to go ahead and put your hands on this man. If it was me, I'm pretty sure somebody in his crew, family, or somebody saw that post. You know what I mean?
If he doesn't,
I would have immediately shot that to my uncle, cousin, brother, where you is to Bootsy, and been like, "Look, bro, he's calling you out." I would have instantly went on IG and set it up. I need $1 million.
If he doesn't take this fight, what's that say about Boosie?
I can't really call that.
Come on, let's put something on. Let's put something on.
If I put something on it, it's like shit. He just feel like he ain't got nothing to prove. You know
Has
what I mean?
Boosie ever said anything about Charleston White?
No, he kept on saying he didn't want no smoke with Charles.
Okay, then
you know that's why he made Tootie stop. You know what I mean, going at him and shit like that.
Who should Charleston White? Who's a better opponent for Charleston White? One who he's bashed like Boosie, talked about his family, and they're about the same size.
Woody?
Woody who?
The one he just got locked up? YSL Woody?
YSL Woody?
Yeah, I mean, you might well. He keep on talking about Woody's kid. He keep on talking about she's retarded and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like Charles White, when the motherfucker go low, he goes to hell. He don't go no lower. He goes to hell. He try to provoke you, nigga, the nigga to go Super Saiyan crazy on him. You know what I mean?
Woody say something back?
Woody got locked up.
He didn't say nothing back.
What I seen what Charles White post today, or what I seen on my X page this morning, I replied back to it. You know what I mean? You can see it on my X page at Millhouse009, the Unfiltered Truth. You know what I mean? I responded back on Charleston White's comment, what he was talking about the YSL Woody. Tell me the main reason why he got him locked up. Like, he was talking about the videos you was doing, and then when you was at the trial, you was reneging and all this other shit.
Woody got locked up because of Charleston White?
That's what Charleston White's claiming, that he got Woody locked up today.
No shit.
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah. I seen the post today. He said today.
For what?
Shit, whatever he knew and whatever he made up, I was for.
I gotta look at this post.
Huh?
I gotta look at this post.
Yeah, look at it. It's on my
It's on yours.
It's on my page.
Let's see.
At Millhouse009.
It's on there.
Unfiltered Truth on X.
It's on there on what he got locked up for, right?
Well, he got it under there while he's bragging about it. He's talking about it. I ain't looking at it right now to tell you exactly what it was, but that's what he's talking about.
I'm gonna look at it. Let me see.
You know what I mean? Charles White, boy, he just like, my thing is just like he said when he first started off, y'all wasn't listening to him. Now he out here not giving a fuck. Now everybody's sitting there paying attention, thinking this shit's funny. But
is it your last?
He's getting paid. I don't
I'm looking.
know which one it was. Let me see.
I want to know if Woody said something. Did he say?
They fell out. They was beefing.
Yeah, but did he say something to him? Did he say, "I want to beat your ass"? You know what I mean? Did he call him names? That's what I want to know.
Ain't no telling.
Because if he did, that should be the person he fights.
Man, Woody should be ready to fight him anyway when he get up. But Woody's bigger than Charleston White, I think. Well, he looks like it on TV anyway.
I don't think they too much different. If Bud is going against Alvarez and he's jumping weight like that, oh, they definitely can fight.
Man, Terrence Crawford about to go in here. He gonna punt. If it don't go into a decision, I'm giving. Crawford's putting him down at 10.
I think it's gonna be a damn
Crawford
fight.
Here it is right here.
What he say?
Woody, you can't come online one day. Oh Lordy, 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 Father God, Jesus Christ, hallelujah. Then the next day, I used to be killer gangster. I used to pop, pow. And then next day, Yahshua, Allah, Musulalim, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum. You can't do that, Woody. You can't play with all the gods. You can't play with the gangster God. You can't play with God. You can't play with the Mohammed God, Woody. Now look at yourself, Woody. You drew so much attention on yourself, Woody. Hey, listen, charges coming on your head, Woody. I love it. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Though I walk.
Y'all keep on letting play.
On the shadow of death, I shall feel no evil. The Lord is on my side. Woody said I was banned from Atlanta, and the Lord done locked him up abruptly. Abruptly. The Lord got him abruptly, y'all. What's abruptly? Quickly. Right now. Yesterday.
Let me plug this in.
They say you ain't supposed to laugh when somebody went to jail. Y'all laugh when I went to jail. Woody is back in jail, y'all. I'm sure it's gonna be a violation of his conditions of probation. He's gonna be there for a while. Oh my goodness. Somebody.
That's another thing too. He said he was on probation.
He in one of them counties, and he's gonna be transferred to another county, so it's gonna take a few days. He was just playing online. He was just playing online, trying to nan that Mr. Nan Boo Boo. Woody. I bet he fought his ass. You know how when you go to jail sometimes, and boy, you feel like you got the shit, but it's bubble guts and nervousness and that anxiety, and be pooping like a motherfucker in that holding tank. Everybody got shit in the holding tank. It's just the anxiety. It ain't the food. It's the anxiety.
So what? So he already said that he got him locked up.
That's what he's saying right there. You didn't see it. You didn't read the top of it. Hold on.
So Charleston White got him locked up. That's the reason to fight.
Yeah, the reason to fight. Yeah, free to fight anybody.
Yeah, that's a big reason.
You get me locked up, I'm ready to beat you up.
Yeah, so no matter what, I'm gonna say to Charleston White. Charleston White, that's who you fight. YSL Woody, that's who you fight. When you get out, you need to be fighting Charleston White.
He said, I put YSL, Telly Woody, that's what he called, Tell Little Woody back in jail. That's what he said. So, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm just going off his post. But I think it's crazy. Yeah, so between Boosie and Woody, yeah, I'll be ready to bump. You know what I mean? Mama gonna put the gloves on and make it, you know what I mean? And then after that, they go ahead and just call the truth, squash it,
right?
Be grown men about it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, y'all ain't gonna never really run into each other out there in the world. You know what I mean? Unless y'all doing like the same events or somewhere like that, but y'all really ain't gonna run into each other out there. You know what I mean? I don't care where you at. Unless you go looking for them, man. But other than that, he been running around this long, ain't nobody really ran into him. So
who, Charleston White?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He has, but it's one of the things where it's like they gonna get locked up if they gonna get killed or something, because he's always.
That's why I'm saying, like, instead of you whooping him in the street and get yourself in trouble, gonna make money off of it. Win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna get that bag, and I still get to put my hands on it.
And this is exactly why Woody needs to take the opportunity, and he needs to send it out to him like, fight me.
Let's really see what happens to Woody. Like, if I ain't see Woody jump online and say he's lying or anything like that, so he might be locked up. But let's see what type of charge he's really about to get pressed, because he said he was still on probation. So he might be, I don't know, he might be sitting down for a minute. So Boosie's out. So
Boosie's out. It's not. It's not.
Boosie's gonna call this man out and go ahead and set this up so we can watch this shit. So I can get some money.
Boosie, it's time to get promoted. Hey, I'm trying to get promoted. Hey, we need to go ahead and get YSL Woody and Charleston White out here fighting.
Yeah.
That's what we need to hook up. YSL Woody versus Charleston White. That's who needs to fight, not Boosie. Only because I mean both of them both of them do. Both of them do because Charleston White said some stuff against Boosie, but what'll make it a better fight is if somebody responded back to Charleston White and say, I want your ass. I want to kill you. You feel what I'm saying?
Shit like who? Like a random or you talking about Boosie or Woody?
Even a celebrity. The celebrity's going to
another celebrity call him out?
I'm just saying, if somebody called him out.
The thing is like when other celebrity call him out, it's like well, you just.
If a motherfucker don't respond, if somebody don't respond to me, you're going to have that thing on you to where it's like, I ain't got nothing to prove. You feel me?
You really don't got nothing to prove, but if I was you, I'd get that bad. That's what I can prove. Yeah. I get that bad.
But I'm just saying, if somebody respond, if both of them were talking shit,
yeah,
then
but
it's
Boosie
central.
didn't never say nothing back. And then Woody was basically going online and basically saying, he got baptized. He's a child of God now. And
he don't want no smoke.
He don't want that karma, that none of that bad energy around him anymore. So I don't know if he was just doing that for content, for clout. I don't know what he's for real, but if he did that to change his life, that's good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
that's why he shouldn't be a opponent.
I don't know why he keep me locked up. I want to smoke now.
But of course,
now I do.
But of course, that's a good reason. But I'm saying it's almost like J. Cole and Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Cole didn't want no smoke.
Cole hard though, but
yes.
My thing is like, what's the point, man? We grown, bro. We can get on rap battles if we gonna do that,
right?
So I don't blame J.
I'm just saying if they both responded and it's consensual,
mm-hmm.
then that should be a good fight. If one of them talked and the other one didn't, then he don't want no smoke no matter what.
Right.
That's not, to me, that's not a fight.
Right.
Because he didn't want to fight. He only had something to lose.
So what you call it? So what you talking about? Like
I think they got a reason to fight, but they didn't accept the invite.
So what you giving them 24 to 48 hours to respond back to Charles White, or the niggas are scared? Is that what you basically saying? You saying they might respond?
I think it's either two things. Boosie's already had his 24 hours. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's either one, like you said, he ain't nothing to prove, or two, he's scared. Because he will have
niggas get the money.
Because he'll have his image to lose.
Yeah.
If Boosie get in there and he ain't got no hands, look what happened to Sticky Fingers. I mean, Sticky Fingers, he's grimy, but when he got in that ring, his hands didn't look all that good.
Man, a lot of these dudes is like that, man.
I'm not saying nothing to Sticky Fingers. I'm not saying that now.
Man, just like that dude 4X. What's that nigga's name?
4X.
Yeah, 4X or whatever. I feel like he's extra.
Aaron the Plumber. They supposed to be fighting.
Man, Aaron the Plumber, Florida sleeping, man.
Exactly.
Put him to sleep.
I
got my money on Aaron the Plumber.
Now that's a good fight.
Because I feel like Aaron the Plumber is humble. He's humble, bro. He's cool. I like his vibe. He's cool.
I've always liked Aaron.
And he, like you said, he's ready for the fade. He's ready to go ahead and squabble. So it is what it is. But that dude 4X, you doing too much. You too loud, bro. Your chin might not even be tight.
Exactly. It might be glass. He was talking a lot of shit.
Then you run it up. I feel like you picking and choosing on top of that too. Like why would you run up on little 6 or 7 Now I ain't trying to say
I know
he can't fight or anything like that. But my thing is like why you want to turn up so heavy on him like that?
Keep that same energy for Aaron.
And then the other dude, I forgot his name. I was trying to think about it, but he called out 4X. He got a weird name. Then he called out Aaron the Plumber too. I was like, y'all just try to get clout. Y'all just try to get, you know what I mean, views and all that for Aaron the Plumber was hot, you know what I mean? And 4X, I just feel like, bro, stay off the drugs, bro.
I think he gonna get with it.
Stay off of whatever you own, because you just too hyped up, nigga. It's 2025. Ain't nobody talking about doing all that.
I think he's
fight
gonna
and
get
shit.
with it.
Nigga, calm down. Nigga, go over. Nigga, do something.
They need to get in the ring. That's a good outlet. But but
what? Now that's a fight right there. Like, what you got to prove? Over hearsay shit, over this talking.
Whatever it is, get in the ring. It's professional. Whatever it is. Yeah. Settle like men, settle like professional.
But I need a bag. If I'm gonna get in the ring, what you one of you internet thugs, one of you silly ass motherfuckers that ain't nobody never heard of, but you got on the internet.
Go get the bag.
I need that bag. Nigga, give me the money. Sit there and give me a suitcase full of the money. I need 100,000 or better.
That's right.
Because I know most of you niggas probably ain't got a mean. I ain't pocket watching. I don't know nobody's money, but I'm just saying. It seemed like most of the time when them niggas was up there doing these podcasts, they didn't have. They would telling them how much money they was getting off the interviews. So
right. You talking about the gangbangers?
Any of them, like they was talking about $500 to $1,000.
Right,
interview
right.
Shit, you know what I mean?
That was changed.
Yeah.
To the interviewers.
But when I be seeing how Charles the White be talking about, he getting that 10,000.
Right.
That's nice. You know what I mean? So
he beat the shit out of Island Boy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say he beat the shit out of him.
But he was hitting hard as shit.
He was getting. Yeah. He said he was a two-piece.
Closing his eye. You only have one eye. Why you closing your eye, nigga? Man, you gotta see what you hit that, bro.
Island Boy, you need to look, man. I guess Island Boys, y'all gotta stick to music, y'all.
Man, Island Boy, you just basically just embarrass yourself even more.
They did.
Y'all terrible now.
Stay in y'all lane.
Yeah, you can't even whoop a handy. Like he said, he calls himself handicapped.
He was a grown man too.
You can't even whoop a handicapped man.
He's an older man too.
Sit down somewhere with y'all little weird asses, man.
The Island Boys, they in their 20s, and Charles White is what?
They're 50. He's 49 or 40.
So you lost
48.
You lost to an old man.
Yeah.
With one eye.
One eye.
Island Boys, man.
Trash.
Man, I wonder what their streams is looking like.
I want to fight both of them just for GP. And I guarantee I will whoop both of y'all in the first round.
Right.
This for GP. On top of that, I ain't gonna get in no shape or nothing. Just come on with it. I'm gonna do you like Mike Tyson should have did Jack Paul. I still think that fight was some bullshit. I don't care, man.
Who? Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, whatever his name is, will fight against that Mike Tyson. I still got a bad taste in my mouth about that shit, man. That shit was terrible.
I think this Alvarez and Bud fight about to be on.
Man, Terrence Crawford gonna put him down. If it don't go into split decision, and I hope they don't cheat him, but I think I'm going for Crawford. But I'm not saying I didn't bet it on Canelo several times.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you know what I mean, I don't like the dude. I like him a lot. And I still man, put the camera on me real quick. I gotta say something about this shit real quick, man. Yeah, I still feel bitter, man. I still feel upset about how I even said it on my Twitter page, on X, Millhouse at 009 at the Unfiltered Truth. Look me up. Check out my videos. Check out my threads. They to me, they solid. You know what I mean? I feel like I got a lot to talk about. I got this is coming from every angle. Put it that way. But like I said, man, how he did Spence, man, that shit touched me, man. I still can't get over that shit. That was just like watching my brother getting beat up. And I don't even know this man. But I enjoy watching Spence box, you know what I mean, that much that I felt like, you know what I mean, that he was related. I was related to this man. Crawford whooped that man so bad, bro. It was like he was whooping me in the ring. Like he was just like, bro, I feel like he punished me. That's how bad it was.
I didn't like that fight because I think Spence didn't have his full potential because he got in that car accident.
I get it, but he need to redeem himself like ASAP. You can't wait.
I think it's over.
Yeah, but
I think it's over for Spence.
No, I don't think it is.
I think it needs to be.
Yeah, that's because he was drinking and stuff too. He said he stopped drinking. He stopped doing all that crazy stuff.
I think he's handicapped.
I think he's focused. Yeah, because he had surgery on his ass, so that's another thing. But my thing is, like, if you stop drinking and like he said, and focus on his craft, focus on getting back to being the best, being back at the top.
Right.
I feel like you can go ahead, you can take on anybody. But the focus is in September. It's gonna be that Crawford and Canelo fight, and I got, if we don't go to a split decision and he gets cheated, I feel like I'm going for Crawford. I think Crawford is gonna be the first one to put him to sleep.
Put Alvarez
That's
to
what
sleep?
I'm thinking. I think he's gonna put Canelo to sleep.
I don't think he's gonna put him to
I
sleep.
think he's gonna put him to sleep.
I think he got too much. He got too much experience to last.
Bud knows
him to sleep.
what he's up against. Like he's fighting. I mean, he didn't fought some real motherfuckers, but he's fighting that dude. Ain't no slouch.
I think both of them are that dude.
No, but I'm just saying. I feel like this is the fight of his career.
Who? Crawford?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, of course.
Canelo can fight good.
Yes.
Like
He got
he's a
experience.
10 for 10 to me, bro. He got defense.
Yes.
He hit hard.
Yes.
He know the IQ of the
He got
ring.
he's the full
He
package.
He know what to do, to
Yes.
you, bro. You know what I mean?
This is
He'll hit you in your arms, shoulders,
is Bud's.
hips.
This is Bud's biggest fight.
Yeah.
This is going to define who
He's
he
gonna
is.
hurt. He's gonna every punch that he hit him with, he's gonna make sure he feels
This
it.
is-
and it's gonna hurt something.
This
that he
is
hits.
this is a Bud. This is a part of his. This is what's going to define his legacy right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like Mayweather had that time.
Yeah. When he
Mayweather.
fought Manny Pacquiao and when he fought like Ricky Hatton and shit like that.
Yeah, he had one that defined him.
No, he had.
Who did he fight though? Who did Floyd fight the day he came? Money Floyd Mayweather.
I don't know. Cause me and my I forgot.
He had
Me and
some
my
big
brother-
fights.
Me and my brother was talking about that when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, and then he's transitioned over to Money Mayweather. You know what? That's a good one. I'm about to do my research on
It had
that.
something to do with Pacquiao, and it had something to do with
No,
somebody
that was
else.
before Pacquiao.
He had fought Mosley. That was a good fight.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mosley was, I think,
Mosley almost got him in the
yes.
first round.
I remember.
He shook him up twice.
He did.
You know what I
He
mean?
got him stumbling.
Yeah.
But
But you see what Roger did?
It could have been Mosley. Why I say that? Because I had never seen Mayweather take a punch that wobbled him. Not once.
No,
according to
he
you,
been
twice.
shook. He been shook a few times. If we go back and watch some of his old fights when he
Yeah,
was a boy,
but-
he was getting shook.
I think that who else shook him?
Bro, you had,
Was it early or was it?
it's when he was. Yeah, it was early when he was
Okay,
24.
I'm talking. Mosley wasn't early.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what defined him.
Floyd punished that man. After that shit, Roger
He-
sit there, niggas say, quit boxing. I mean,
Right.
quit fighting and box.
Right.
Once he threw that,
It defined him though.
and his uncle told him to get.
It tested
man,
him.
What?
Look.
Yeah, he tested his jaw.
Even with according to Floyd, it could have been the drunken master guy. He
lost
said that was
fight.
his. Who?
Floyd lost that fight to that man.
But he still walked away with the.
Yeah, he did, but
But out of his own mouth, Floyd said this was. I can't remember if he said it was my favorite fight or it was his best fight. I can't remember because that matters.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because the thing that I'm going to compare is one of these fights that we're talking about that wobbled him, right? Floyd, he was at his prime. He had the skills. One of them were look, put it like this. Was it the drunken master? Because
no, this dude.
Mayweather had to make a name for himself at one time.
Yeah.
He had to make a name. He had to say to the world, I am Floyd Money Mayweather. I am here.
Yeah.
I'm in history now after this fight. What was it? Was it Zab Judah fight? I don't think it was. Was it the drunken man? I think it was. I think it could have been Pacquiao. Why? Because that was one of the biggest fights of the century, I guess. You feel me?
Or then when he fought against Oscar, when he punished Oscar.
It may have been Oscar.
You know what I mean?
It may have been Oscar.
Floyd, the worst beatdown I ever seen Floyd give somebody was Antonio Gotti.
Yeah, but
He hit that man with so many combinations. He thought his safety belt.
yeah, but I'm trying to compare it to Bud. This is Bud's.
Best fight, I think.
Yes, it's his best fight. He's already named.
He's gonna have to bring his A game. Like
Yes,
Tony Folk.
yes, this is-
not no smirk
Yes.
like you normally doing smirk.
Yes.
But if that's your thing,
Yes.
that's your thing. But I feel like you need to just. I don't know if he is zoned in or not. But to me, I feel like I need you to be like dead eye.
Everybody don't
Like,
know
I
Bud.
want you to knock this
Yes.
motherfucker's head off.
Yes.
You feel me?
Everybody don't know Bud right now, right?
Mhm.
Now you can go to China, or you can go to hell. You can go to goddamn Avon, and somebody ain't gonna know Bud Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
They got Earl, or whatever his name is, Bud Crawford.
Earl Stevenson.
No. I'm talking about what's Bud's first name? Terrence.
Terrence, yeah.
Terrence Bud Crawford. there's somebody in Avon who don't know who he is, right?
Right.
But I guarantee you, there's some Hispanic. No, there's some white person that doesn't know who he is. But after this fight, I'm saying, if he wins, that same person and people like him are going to know who Terrence Bud Crawford is.
Because he with Canelo.
He's going to earn more.
He's going to get more
fans.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
He's going to go like 50.
And then on top of that, this fight is going to be on Netflix. So that's
That's big time.
That's big.
Big time publicity.
But the thing is like,
money.
is it going to be flush? Is it going to have any of that? Remember that one fight? That shit kept buffing and going out and all that other shit. It was crazy. Maybe because that was the first time. Maybe they didn't get all the buzz and keep, but he's
gonna blow up his name worldwide.
And he's gonna punish me. He's gonna punish him.
In the Mexican community, he's already doing it.
Yeah.
Before.
I heard a lot of Mexicans fighters or whatever you want to call it,
yes,
don't like Canelo because he try to say he's better than they main
legends.
I forgot his name.
He's trying to say he's better
than him.
He's better than all the other legends.
Yeah, even my mechanic, he's a Hispanic guy.
Right. And
we were talking about boxing, and he the one basically told me the story why a lot of Mexicans don't fuck with Canelo because he think he's better than that hero, their hero. I forgot his name in the boxing world.
Yes.
But, I would make it up. You know what I mean? I might just throw it on my ex. You know what I mean? That Millhouse 009.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can see me on there for all my topics, my threads, or whatever you want to talk about for sports entertainment.
Yes.
I'm about politics, but this is what I think. You know what I mean? It's not about what I'm trying to make everybody like. It is what I think, and I'll be liking y'all comments or y'all likes or y'all, you know what I mean, retweets, which is cool. But I just really feel like, that's what's going to happen, bro.
Yeah.
I really feel like Canelo, if it don't go to decision, it's either going to be a draw or it's going to go to the Canelo because he's favored. I think Bud's the underdog, I think.
Of course, he might be just because Alvarez is bigger. But this is gonna hurt Canelo's legacy. I don't even know if it'll hurt him.
Yeah, it'll hurt.
I don't think it'll really hurt him
because
he just lost to another great.
When?
If he loses to Bud, he's gonna lose to a great.
Bud's still gonna be undefeated, so that's a good thing.
That's what I'm saying.
He got a chance to pass.
I think it's just a good. If Alvarez loses, it's just a good loss. He lost to a great. Like Bird and them didn't diminish. Their legend didn't get diminished when they lost to Magic or whoever.
No.
They lost to other greats.
But that's a team sport. This is one-on-one. This is man-to-man. You know, macho to macho.
Yeah, but I'm still
my training camp versus your training camp. My gym versus your gym. My skills to your skills.
Yeah.
That's just like the East and the West. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's
like, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying it's not. This is a team. This ain't a team thing.
Yeah.
I can rely on Aaron to get my rebounds. Rebounds.
Yeah.
Such and such to shoot the threes. I'm bringing the ball. You know what I mean? So, but when it's in there with you one-on-one,
of course,
that's all on you.
Of course,
you can't blame it on nobody else.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
So, I feel like it's gonna be because right now,
I just don't think people are gonna be like Alvarez. He ain't good as Bud or something. I just think he lost that night. I think
Terrence Crawford right now is 41 wins and 0 losses, bro.
And what about Alvarez? He only got 1 loss, I think.
Canelo, he done lost several times.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
He ain't got shit to lose. But I don't know. I didn't know that he lost several times.
Mm-hmm.
So he, Well, you can follow me on X too.
See, Canelo's boxing record is 63 wins and 2 losses and 2 draws.
Yeah, he lost
twice.
One
I remember he lost against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, you can follow me on X at Silver Fox Triple OG. So all you gotta do. It's also called Public Announcement TV.
Yeah, he lost against Floyd Mayweather and some other name I can't pronounce. I ain't even gonna try.
Yeah, he lost twice and had how many draws?
2.
Crawford
2 undefeated.
Who's beat Alvarez?
Floyd Mayweather was one of them, and I don't know who the other dude is. I can't pronounce his name.
He ain't really taking no losses. I want to know who he lost to though.
Floyd.
No, who else he lose to?
DMITRY.
I can't.
DMITRY. Last name BIVOL. I ain't even gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
Was it like another Spanish or what?
Let me see.
You are watching Public Announcement TV.
Yeah.
Facebook, IG, X.
That's him right there. That's who become.
This would be Alvarez.
No, he's fighting against Canelo. He keep on saying Alvarez. He's fighting against Canelo.
Well, yeah, Canelo. What's Canelo's last name? Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I thought that was his last name. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I don't know.
I'm
faded.
It's the
There it is. There it is. I'm about to grab it too. You know what I mean? Give a shout out to that 1730. Hey, sounds nice to me. Yeah. Hey, I ain't saying shit about the 4th of July weekend, but hey, this is the weekend. My weekend starts tonight.
Yeah.
What's today?
That's what we lost to.
You know what I mean? I'm getting it in early, doing a podcast with my mans, you know what I mean? The Silver Fox talk nice to us.
Silver Fox, Triple OG on X.
Yeah, man.
Silver Fox with the box.
Yeah, but it's gonna be. So what y'all think about? Let's go and think. Let's say something about this right here. This is what I want to get back on this subject.